Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing and a November the 15th, 2024 update here. And we're going to look at XRP to start today, as we had a lot of movement in the coins today in the XLM and the XRP. And the XRP, in fact, almost did get up to that elusive dollar. Everyone's been waiting for a very long time to get into an elusive dollar. And we've been talking about in our sporadic videos that we've been making that we believe XRP was going to hit a dollar and could hit it fairly soon. And it got very, very close today, as it had another big pump, and it was up, I believe, about or greater than 20% at one point today. And since the news of Donald J. Trump taking president, we've been on a very, very big pump, and we peaked out at 88.56% over the last 7 or 8 days. And today it topped out at about 92.5 cents, or just about where we had that blow off top from the judge and the manipulation back here with Judge Torres. And what we were talking about yesterday, what we wanted to see is at some point, this is a heavy major resistant level. If we put a little bar here, you can see we had support, resistance, resistance, support and resistance, resistance, support and resistance, and then heavy resistance where we took the major dump, where we had about an 86% flush back there in 2022. And if we put this up there right there, you can see that's where a major area of overhead resistance is. And you can even put it up a little bit higher if you wanted to, all the way up here, where it's major resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then 5 times with the judge. So we have 5 hits as major resistance. So that's where we're going to put it. And you can see that's exactly where into that range, right where we hit again. And let's put this right. We like to have them touch multiple different points. And there you go, right there. And that's right where we come up against today again, where we hit. And what we need to see to get over a dollar now is to build a base now and get over this major area of resistance. And even if we have a quick sell-off, which would be expected after hitting this major area of resistance that we've had for a very long time, several years actually, and it wouldn't be out of the realm and would be normal for it to start to sell off now and come back down into the moving averages and then build the base on the moving averages. Then you hop up above it, hold it as support, and then continue the upside. And that'd be a very bullish in the short term. And what could be happening here is the moving averages start to come up in the 4-hour and the daily, and then you come and you get supported on these, and then you make another run up, get over top of it, and that would be what you would like to see, and hold that, and that would be very bullish and would signal that you may actually stay above the $1 mark and maybe make a run towards $1.50 this time, instead of just quickly selling off after the pump and then selling off even lower than you were before it started, like all these other times where you came up against this major overhead resistance, like right here, back with the judge, and then even farther back here, where you sold off very deep and very steep into that red trading zone that we talked about for a very long time. And that's something that we're going to watch out for and would like to see. And if we could even this weekend get, if we zoom into the minute time frame, that's too close. We need to get into the 45 just to show you the candles. You can see how it hit it twice and got rejected twice. But what would be an even more bullish sign is if we could come up this weekend, break it by 3 or 4%, and then back test it and hold it, and then make a run to the upside, right? And that would be something that we're looking for this weekend in the XRP, to see if we can't continue to make that run and continue to finally push over a dollar and stay over a dollar for a lengthy period of time and make a more substantial and more vigorous move up to breaking this 2021 high of $1.93 that we have to take out before we can even think about taking out that $3.28 all-time high that happened nearly a decade ago now, if you can believe that. Nearly a decade ago, and only time will tell. In the next 2 to 3 weeks are going to be very telling to see if we can't break over this 90-91 major resistance zone and hold it as support and flip it and make it a new floor and continue to push up to the upside. And that's something that we're going to be watching for. The XLM is coming around and coming into the same type of thing, where if you look back into the chart, you can see that we had got rejected here way back there, right? We got rejected there. And then that's been a major area of resistance, about that 15.5 cents, because we got rejected there. We got rejected there again, right? It held it as support and resistance back here. So that's something that we need to break over, similar to what the XRP is at the 91, 92 cents. The 15 cents for XLM is a major support area. But we did break and breach this area right here at about 12.5 cents. It's been another area of major consolidation over the last couple of years. And it's a bullish sign that we got over it. But what we need to do now, so it's not like this with the judge move and then the relief pump where it just rallied back to the downside. What we would like to see now, if we look into the daily time frame, is if we either A, come up and get a sell off here, we come back down to that 12.5 cents and hold it as a base and then build for the next push up and the new buyers to come in and forcefully push it over that 15.5 cents. That would be very bullish. Or like XRP, can we this weekend or in the next week or so push up to the upside and hold the 15 cents and just make that our new bottom and continue to the upside? So those are two major areas that I'm watching. Area one is, do we get a sell-off anywhere between this 15 cents and the current price? And when we come back down, can we hold that 12.5, 12.6 cents and then rally? Or can we come up over this now and not get rejected and hold it as support and continue to the upside? Those would be two very bullish signatures right there. Very bullish. Now, a bearish would be is if we come up here, get rejected, fall back below that 12 cents, start trading, and then come back up and get rejected by the 12.5 cents. That would be a very bearish sign, right? So those are the three areas, the three key moves that I'm waiting for over the next 6 to 10 days or 2 weeks to see what's exactly going to happen here with XLM. The green and the yellow would be bullish for it, but the red would be very bearish and just be another short-term pump and do a quick sell-off. And that's what we're going to be watching out for here over the next couple of days, as Bitcoin has been holding above the $85,000 if we zoom into a shorter time frame so you can see some of the moves. It's been lollygagging around, and one could say that we're having a head and shoulders topping reversal pattern here, a slanted head and shoulders topping reversal. And if that was to be the case for a sell-off or profit taking, which would be natural and normal after a 120% move, you would go from the top of the head to the slanted neckline to the point of a breakout, and that would bring you back down here to about, at the time, by the time I got down here, the 100-day moving average would be running up into that area, right? And that's what we'd be looking for here if this is a head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. But that would be a healthy sell-off after a major pump from its local lows. That would be about a 10% sell-off. That would be a very healthy correction. Or are we going to continue to build a base, maybe come back down to this $85,000 or the 50-day moving average in red, and then come back up and try to breach the old recent high? And that would be very bullish. Like the channel, subscribe, comment down below. Peace and love to my beautiful audience.